Well, students, good evening to all of you. So, guys, today we are going to discuss our second paper. This is a semester third class of MEd, and we are discussing the second paper, Specialization Course 2. It is very easy paper, right? So, first we see the syllabus. This is the syllabus, secondary and senior secondary education. The syllabus is, you can see that under a unit 1 it is talking about the classroom, regarding classroom resources environment. Okay, you are aware of it. Okay, this is a general paper. Second is classroom communications and interactional analysis, right? So here the Flender interaction analysis is important. Okay, otherwise other things are very easy. Okay, and when we talk about unit 2, under a unit 2 is school administration. So guys, it is a very easy paper. Basically, you know that, when you are doing any post graduation, and mostly in any of the post graduation class, irrespective of MBA and others, in a second year na, you get the specialization. And MEd, you know that to become a head of the school, and it is mandatory to become a head of the school or the principal. You are aware of that. That's why you should have specialization in this. Okay, you are going to become a principal. You should know about it. What is the school administrations, what are the resources, okay, what is the management. Okay, so these all things are in these paper, specialization course 1 and specialization course 2. First we have already done. Second and last paper is left. Today we are discussing, and after the class I will send you the notes. Notes I have already prepared, right? So you can see that concept and principle of a school administration, managing resources, school environment, maintaining records. Very easy, right? Fourth chapter is under the unit 2, managing human resources. Under this, duties and responsibilities of a head principal. It is very easy. Okay. Last time questions came, duties and responsibilities of a class teacher. Okay. So almost are same. Okay. There is a, minor difference between the duties and responsibility of the principal and the, teacher. So some points are, different from the teachers. Otherwise, 60-70% are around, same. Okay. Then is duties and responsibility of teacher class. ये देखिए आ गया नीचे, right? And third is managing timetable. Again, very easy. Then co-curricular activities, organizations of activities. Under the unit 3, there is a evaluation. Okay. Concept, need and significance of evaluations. Suppose we have to evaluate the student. You know that there are two types of evaluations. One is a formative and summative. Okay, we have already done in previous semester, previous classes. Understanding the term measurement, assessment and evaluation. Okay, types of evaluations, method of evaluation. Then outcomes of learner. You can see that outcomes of learner. Okay, so outcome based evaluations of learners in learning outcome based curriculum framework. Then constructions of a tool for evaluation, or last में है CCE. So ये always this question comes. What is the full form of CCC? Continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Okay. So, it is again very easy. And under the unit 4, the last unit of paper 2, specialization course 2, some issues. So then guys, what you have to do here, you have to talk about, what are the issues, what are the problems during or in senior secondary or secondary educations. Okay, what is the secondary education? 9th class, 10th class. Senior secondary, +1 and +2. Okay, so regarding this, you have to talk about, some issues, and you have to talk about ensuring quality education. Okay, and ये देखिए, this is a very important topic. और ये questions always आता है guys. This is the important. Indiscipline and unrest among students. Okay. So इसी के बीच में, everything has covered. When you will see the points of this, what is the meaning of indiscipline and unrest among the students? Okay. What are the causes of? What are the causes of indiscipline and unrest among students? So then, guys, you will see that, all the points that are covering your syllabus. Okay, why the students are unrest, why the students are indisciplined, right? Then school management committee. And one more topic is encouraging action research. Action research क्या होती है? Please tell me, what is action research? Everybody, that you are done about, research. In a semester 1, if you remember, so we did the educational research. 3 types of educational research. What are the 3 types? One was fundamental. Second was applied research. Third is action research. So ये वही है question. Okay. That's why I always say that, see the syllabus as a whole. First, see your syllabus. Trust me, guys, these are very easy paper. Very, very easy paper. Okay. So see the syllabus as a whole. Almost, many points are already covered. ये वही action research. Right? We have to talk about action research. So mostly, questions comes, what are the need and importance of a action research? What are the steps of a action research? क्या है steps? वही action research के steps हैं जो generally हमारे steps होते हैं research analysis के. Almost is same, right? वही 6-7 steps. Okay. One is identifications of the problem. Then review of the related literature. Third is formulation of hypothesis. Third is collecting the data. Fourth is working on data or interpretations of the data. Fifth or sixth is summary, conclusions. Okay, last is bibliography. तो all more or less one और एक दो पॉइंट्स इधर उधर होते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट यही स्टेप्स होते हैं, राइट? किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए, सॉल्व करने के लिए, राइट? और लास्ट इज कंसर्न इन स्कूल एजुकेशन, moral development of student at secondary and senior secondary education, addressing problem of learners in school, levels of learning, changing perspective of learners secondary, and addressing needs of differently abled children, right? So guys, notes have already prepared, right? So today we will discuss that this is our exam preparation class, and mostly what we do that in our exam preparation class, we discuss the last year paper because it covers your whole syllabus. Okay. Now, I have seen, one thing, many students call me and many student comments me, under my video. So basically when, I'm discussing the last year paper, you know that, the marks is 70, 70 marks theory would come. Under the 70 marks, question number 1 is compulsory, to all. There is no waiver, there is no, you can say that, exemption. 4 questions, short questions come from whole of the paper. Okay. Then there are 4 sections. You are 4 units. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. In each unit, out of it 2, you have to attempt 1. Okay, it is cleared. But guys, when I am discussing the last year paper, then you should do all the 9 questions, all the 8 questions and 4 short answers. So 12 questions you have to do. You have to prepare for your exam. Got my answer? Right? Means exemption to you will get in the exam when you will give the exam, then the exemption you will get. But now you are preparing. So at least when you are doing the last year paper, do the last year paper completely, all the questions, all the 8 questions and 4 short questions. Okay. Then you are confident. Okay. You can attempt your whole paper. Okay. And trust me, there is no need of any paper. Okay. What generally I do that, I discuss last year paper, and sometimes I take the test. Huh? There is a one paper I take the test, and one is last year paper. Okay. If you prepare according to the papers, for example, some are saying that, we will come to know that what type of a questions come. So it is easy to, mug up these questions. Then guys, you have to do the two papers. One I will take the test. Second, last year paper. Okay. Again, you can see that you can attempt your 100% paper in your exam. Okay. Otherwise, last year paper are solved, okay, and rest of the syllabus is solved. You can go that, okay. You also get the PDF file, which is covering your last year paper as well as your rest of the syllabus. Okay, so these are the two methods. You can apply any of two, but the thumb rule is that the most important thing is that always I talk in my class, if you practice, if you write your paper, this is the key to success. Okay, because there is a difference between the learning and writing. Okay, writing skills, there is a difference. You cannot evaluate in your mind. This question would come, I will write the answer this question would come, I will write the answer this. You cannot you never calculate in your mind. Okay. Always when you start writing, then you can say that. Okay. You cannot plan in your mind. Okay. Because you didn't start even. You didn't write the answer. You didn't finish the paper within 3 hours. You didn't fill up the 7 pages for the long answer and 2 pages for the short answer. Okay. How you can evaluate in your mind? So guys, the key to success, the most important, and the thumb rule is that do the practice of all the 4 paper. Okay. Or, I take a test, give the test actually. Okay. Within 3 hours. Once you give the test in 3 hours, then you would be more confident. Okay. So now you have an ample amount of a time. We have given you the notes, each and everything beforehand, 3-4 months before. Okay. 4-5 months before. Okay. And we have already discussed all the paper. So today we are discussing our second paper. Right. So these are the, last year paper of paper 2 specialization course 2. Right. So first is compulsory question, classroom interaction, school administration, evaluations of outcome, problems in a school. आप ये देखो, these are very simple. कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं है इसमें. Right. So I will understand you in a brief way. Okay. And you have to learn from your notes. Okay. Why? Because you have to sketch the answer and filling the sheets also. Right. ये देखो यूनिट, ये क्लासरूम इंटरेक्शंस क्वेश्चंस आया, शॉर्ट में आ गया. ठीक है, 3.5 मार्क्स. एंड अगेन ये देखो लॉन्ग में भी आ गया रिगार्डिंग द क्लासरूम इंटरेक्शन. And third is easy question has come. Write a detailed note on management of classroom with special reference to available resources. तो ये क्वेश्चन मालूम है क्या है? कौन सा ये क्वेश्चंस? ये है, इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट. Talking about classroom management. So if you know how to manage your class, okay, then automatically, whatever you are teaching to the student would get it. Okay. But and trust me, superior teacher, good teacher knows that how to manage the class. Right. Sometime, not effective teacher. Okay, first of all, guys, you have to manage the class. Once you enter in the class, okay, make the environment with the available resources. Okay, make the student ready to learn. Then your learning would become the meaningful. Okay, so these all would discuss in this under the classroom management. Under unit 2, question has come, duties and responsibilities of teacher. Sometimes questions come, duties and responsibilities of principal, head, teacher, class teacher. So these are very easy. Next है टाइम टेबल पे भी क्वेश्चंस आ जाता है ऑलवेज. आप ये देखिए थर्ड यूनिट में आ गया इवेल्युएशन, डिफरेंट टूल्स ऑफ इवेल्युएशंस. मींस यू आर गोइंग टू इवेल्युएट द स्टूडेंट, तो व्हाट आर द टूल्स? टेस्ट है टूल आपका, उनके असेसमेंट फॉर्मेटिव असेसमेंट्स हैं उनकी, राइट, डिबेट्स हैं, एक्टिविटीज के थ्रू यू आर जजिंग द स्टूडेंट, यू आर इवेल्युएटिंग द स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, कई टेक्निक्स हैं, तो वो आपको यू हैव टू डिफाइन. Otherwise, you can do this. What do you mean by continuous and comprehensive evaluation? ये most probably ये questions आ जाता है, right? Continuous and comprehensive evaluation. और last में ये तो always आता ही आता है. Okay, from many, I'm looking that, always this question comes. What are the causes of unrest and indiscipline among students? और action research का भी guys always आता है, same ऐसे ही आ जाता है question. Okay, right. What do you mean by action research? Need and importance and steps of the action research. So this is a very easy. Okay. Now we are going to discuss all the questions. Okay, guys, and side by side you can open my notes and you can see the video. Okay, so you can learn this paper within a 2 or 3 days. Okay, it's not a big difficult paper. It is a very easy paper. Okay, so we are starting from. I'm going to open the second file, okay, the notes file. So here we are going to start. The first question was classroom interaction, huh? Right? This is the first questions. Okay, in the last year paper, classroom interaction. So now we understand what is a classroom interaction. Classroom interaction is an interaction that takes place either between teacher and student or between the students. This is the most important classroom interaction. Okay. अब guys हमें करना क्या है? What we have to do? Okay. Now you know that another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I'll take your class. Basically, you have to understand the concept here. Okay. Learning you can do from the notes. And if you have the pen or pen copy, you can write the important points. So here you have to understand the classroom interaction. So you should know that what is the application of classroom interaction. Means if you are such kind of a teacher or principal, you enter in the class and start topics, start delivering the lessons to the student. You are not a good teacher or good principal. Okay. Always when you interact with the class, okay, then the learning becomes effective. So classroom interaction is the interaction that takes place either between teacher and student or among the students in the class. It is the practice that enhances learning. ये देखो, it is a practice that enhances learning. Maybe in the learning of language or any other subject. It is one of the primary means by which learning is accomplished in the classroom. Discussing the importance of learning through interaction, it is essential since it plays a vital role in developing a positive root of a student academic progress and his social improvement. So guys, classroom interaction is most important, okay, in order to enhance learning among the students. Okay, अब आप ये देख लो objective of classroom interaction. From here na, the concept of classroom interactions would be clear to you. I'm sure that. Okay. What are the objectives of classroom interaction? It helps the learner to identify their own learning method. Okay. You would be agree with this. Okay. Second is, what are the objectives of classroom interaction? The second is guide the learners to communicate with their peers easily and will give them an exposure to the various genres of language learning, right? So basically, it also, develop communication skills when you start discussing with the student or with the teachers. Second objective is it helps the learner to come face to face with the various types of interaction that can take place inside the classroom. Okay, classroom interactions aims at meaningful communications among students in their target language. So this is the important, guys. Once other student is understanding the Hindi, okay, you have to, the concept should be clear. What is teaching? Right? Teaching means whatever you are delivering the content to the student, okay, the student should grasp it fully. This is a teaching. Teaching means modifications of behavior of the student. How the modification of the behavior would change when you are striking whatever the student demands. If you know the need of the student, if you know the attitude of the student, aptitude of the student, then accordingly you teach to the student, then your teaching becomes successful. Right? And classroom interaction, it plays a vital role in it. Right? Next objective is that it also aims at probing into learners' prior learning. ये देखिए, you have a 30 students class, you are not interacting the student, you don't know about what are the prior learning of the student, how you can give your ideas, your learning into the mind of the student. It is not possible. Okay. Don't try to pouring any of the learning into the mind of student, before interacting with the student. First, interact with the student. Try to learn their prior learning. Then, according to the mental capability of the student, give knowledge to the student. Then, your teaching would become the successful. Right? This practice will help the teacher to have a detailed study of the nature and the frequency of the student interactions inside the classroom. I hope classroom interactions aapko clear ho gaya, right guys? Okay, but you have to write in detail. Okay. ये देखो benefits of the classroom interactions. I think concept is clear. So no need to discuss more and more. Benefits of classroom interactions. It encourages self motivations and self esteem. Peer assistance. Asking questions can lead to a better understanding. Classroom environment creates enthusiastic learning process. Right? Okay. Second short questions was school administration. Right? So now you are doing the MEd. After the MEd, you have to become a principal. You should know about the administration. You should know, management. Who is called director? Who is called chairman? What is the difference between director and chairman? Who is called administrator? What is the difference between administrator, chairman, and management? ठीक है ना? Right? So this is all about, related to this is your specialization course. So you should be aware of that. Basically, guys, principal is an administrator in the school. Got it? And the owner of the school is the chairman of the school. Okay. If school is run by the private organization. Okay. So we talk about school administration. Principal is the administrator, right? And what are his duties about, what is the school administration? Okay. So school administration involves the management of all the school operations, from creating a self-learning environment to managing the school budget. Principal should know that how many students in the school. For example, you are running a school, you are a principal, you have the 1200 students. You should know that, okay, 1200 students, how much, fees they are paying, that what are other costs, other things. All the budget you should be on your fingertip. For example, head of the member of the family, okay, and his salary is 50,000. He knows that, and having a wife, daughter, son, and others, okay, how to manage these all things, he makes a budget. Being principal, you should know the budget. For example, you have the 1,000 students in your school, okay, and if I ask from you what is the budget, you should be on your fingertip. Okay, our first to third class gives this fees, third to seventh class gives this fees, 7th to 10th class this fees. This is the budget, this is the salary of the teachers, this is the other miscellaneous, all the expenses, and this is the whole of the budget. So this is the duty of the principal, okay, to involve in management of all school operation, from creating a safe learning environment to managing the school budget. Okay, this is administration. Moreover, school administrator are the professionals who as a whole carry out these different administrative tasks that keep a school running smoothly. Only then your school can run smoothly, guys, if you know the calculations, right? If you are not good in calculations, so you have to improve in it, okay, to become as an administrator. Because you know that na, there is a lot of responsibilities as a part of an administrator, okay. ये तो we are talking about the you can say that the school education, okay. And here what happens in the higher education administration? तो हायर एजुकेशन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में क्या होता है? So school administration at the post secondary level becomes a little more intricate. Intricate means difficult, complicated, as colleges and universities are typically much larger, are organized differently than primary and secondary school. Okay. Higher education may split school administration duty into areas like admission, student affairs, registrar's office, academic areas that are overseen by deans. Each of these areas has its own set of administrative duties that are needed to serve student and keep the school running. Okay. So एक पैराग्राफ और आप you can make that higher education administrations, okay. तो otherwise आप school and administrations पे you can talk about the principal of the schools, okay, right? Okay, next question is, short questions came in the last year paper, evaluations of outcome. Okay, this means evaluations of outcome means outcome evaluation is a type of evaluation that focuses on measuring the results or outcome of a program or intervention. Okay, so what is the result of your program, whatever the you are organizing in the school, classes and others. So basically it is a systematic and objective process that involves collecting and analyzing data to determine whether the program is achieving its intended goals and objectives and whether the outcomes are meaningful and beneficial to the target population. Outcome evaluation is, okay, ये देखिए, outcome evaluation is important for several reasons. Okay, accountability, continuous improvement, resource allocations, learning and knowledge sharing. Okay, so guys, ये word आप याद रखना, outcome evaluation, right? So what is the result? How you evaluate the student result, the student performance, the program? Program means the course which you are running that. Okay, the principal should have the knowledge of this. Okay, he or she should know the syllabus of each the class. Then he should ask the teachers, okay, what is the result of that? Right? तो आउटकम इवेल्युएशन है सारा. एंड लास्ट में ये देखिए, ओवरऑल आउटकम इवेल्युएशन इज एन essential tool for program managers, policy makers and other stakeholders, मतलब principals आ गए इसमें, okay, to assess the effectiveness and impact of the programs and interventions and to make informed decision about resource allocations and program improvement. Okay guys. Okay, next problems in schools. So here you have to talk about the general problems. So some questions na, it is covering in your, it is very beautifully designed in your book and guide, which I have given to you 4-5 months before. Okay, so same you can learn from there also. So here you have to talk about the general school problems, right? Okay, next question is that long questions hai ye. Write a detailed note on management of classroom with special reference to the available resources. Okay, so it is talking about the classroom management. Okay, how the teacher manages the class in the presence of available resources in the class. Okay, so ye dekhiye, classroom management refers to the wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep student organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive during a class. So guys, classroom management भी एक, it is a wide variety of skills and techniques. Okay, the principal, the teacher should know that, right? When classroom management strategies are executed effectively, teacher minimize the behaviors that impede learning for both individual student and group of student. ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, ये सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स एंड वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव. देखो, क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट इज ए मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, स्टूडेंट इंटरेक्शन इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. आगे फिर आगे ड्यूटीज एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द टीचर्स एंड आर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. देन आगे है, we talk about evaluations of the student, and our last topic is, fourth unit is why the students is indisciplined and unrest. तो ये देखो, ये इनके ऊपर you have to work. Okay, because यही तो हमारी ड्यूटी है, being teacher and being principal. Okay, तो basically we don't have to put the material into the mind of student so that they can be passed. Even beyond that, we have the responsibility. We have to make the student in such a condition so that they can learn by their self. This is the meaning of teaching, right? We have to make the student in that stage so that he or she can solve his or her problems by himself or herself. Okay, so this is the purpose of teaching. So guys, एक बार दोबारा इसको देखते हैं. Classroom management refers to a wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive during a class. When classroom management strategies are executing effectively, teacher minimize the behavior that impede learning for both individual students and group of students, while maximizing the behavior that facilitate or enhance learning. Generally speaking, effective teacher tend to display strong classroom management skills, while the hallmark of the inexperienced or a less effective teacher is a disorderly classroom filled with students who are not working or paying attention. Okay, so this is your specializations, guys. You should have the specialization of this classroom management with the available resources. Okay, matlab what I want to say that, okay, you have to, you don't have to count the missings, you have to count the blessings, right? Matlab, you don't have to say that, but this thing is not, in my class, in my school, that's why, I'm not doing that. Guys, whatever the resources you have, okay, whatever the resources you have got from the government, from your superiors, from the, management, okay, from these available resources, how you manage your class, this is your skill. Got it? This is your skill. You don't have to become always complainer. Go to your superior. I need this, I need this, I need this. Okay. Your skill is that whatever the resources you have, with that resources, you have to manage the class and basically ultimately manage the students. Right? So classroom management, basically kya hai? The problem is in you don't have the knowledge of classroom management skill. Okay, and you are complaining to your superiors, you need these facilities in the class. Got it? Classroom management refers to the action that an instructor takes to create and maintain a learning environment that is conducive to successful instruction. These actions include decision about structure, organization, and course activity that support student by managing their expectations and behavior. अब ये देखो, यहां से आपको ना, okay, the concept would be more clear regarding the classroom management. Effective classroom management can create a positive learning environment. Effective classroom management fosters an environment that supports academic, social, and emotional learning. Effective classroom management. Ab ye basically, it is talking about you. It is talking about you as a teacher, you as a principal. Okay. If you are expert in the classroom management, what you can do that? You can foster an environment that support academic, social, and emotional learning. Okay. And facilitate a structure and organized environment where student can focus on learning. ये देखो, student can focus on learning. So guys, if you don't have the, classroom management skill, student cannot focus on learning. And you blame that student is not doing well. Got the point? Student is always doing the well. Student is never ever, weak in this planet. Weak is always teacher or principal. Okay. And if you can manage your class well, then you can build trust and healthy relationship between instructor and student and peer to peer among students. Maintain attention and foster motivations and engagement and minimize disruptions and interference with learning. तो ये classroom management है guys. It is detailed note. Okay. So you have to learn it. Then you will become the, master, or you will having the knowledge of these all the things, right guys? So in the notes, it is detailed in a lengthy way. Okay. In all the things is written regarding, right? So here, I'm in a brief, I'm clearing your concept. Okay. And, I'm solving the last year paper and telling that what are the important and how you have to learn it. Okay. अब ये देखो fourth questions आ गया. What are the duties of a teacher and class teacher? Explain with example. So ये question always comes, and I have already told this question comes, or sometimes the questions comes, what are the duties of head or principal? Okay, explain with examples. So even it is explained in your book or guide also. Okay. But guys, I also have given you the notes. Okay. You can add these points. Okay. Under the duties and responsibilities of the teacher and class teacher, providing behavior management services, producing educational material, monitoring student progress and assigning grades. ये भी है, this is a duty and responsibility of the teacher and the class teacher. Right? Planning school events, communicating with parents. This is also a duty and responsibility of the teacher and class teacher. Encouraging and supporting students, taking part in the faculty meeting and training, providing insights for educational research. ये देखो कितना important point आ गया ना. Do you know that? You know what this point is indicating? This point is indicating regarding that teacher or class teacher or the principal should have the research aptitude. Okay. He or she should have the knowledge of educational research. आप ये देख लो, the full-fledged question, it would come in the paper second regarding the action research, need and importance, and steps of the action research. Okay. So this is also responsibilities. So guys, I advise you, at least you should write a papers, any article, and you should publish in the, renowned journals. Okay. After every 2 months, after every 3 months, whole of the year you have at least 2 or 3 papers you can publish. It is called the national or international journals. Okay. It makes your, professional growth, increases your professional growth. Hence responsibility of the secondary school teacher. ये देखो, क्योंकि हमारा जो पेपर है secondary and senior secondary education है ना, तो ये responsibility सारी लिखी हुई है ना. These are very easy. I think no need to discuss. है ना. Once you will go through that, you will learn by automatically, because it is already clear to you. Okay. In the previous classes we have also done it, right? Next question, it is again very easy. Okay. I think no need to discuss in detail. Explain the concept, types, and importance of timetable. You all are aware of that. What is a timetable? A timetable is a detailed plan showing the schedule of time allotment to a various subject and activities. Usually, timetable is a prepaid for a week or to be repeated. All the work in school is carried out systematically in tune with timetable. The successful working of school depends on suitable timetable. Right? A timetable, in fact, is the सेकेंड स्कूल क्लॉक, है ना, दिस इज द सेकेंड स्कूल क्लॉक। तो आपको इसका टाइम टेबल्स के बारे में लिखना है, देन यू हैव टू डिफाइन द टाइप्स, देन इंपॉर्टेंस। ओके, इवन आई हैव गिवन यू द नोट्स, ओके, यू कैन लर्न इट गाइस। ये टाइप्स ऑफ टाइम टेबल है, कंसोलिडेटेड टाइम टेबल, क्लास वाइज टाइम टेबल, टीचर वाइज टाइम टेबल, टीचर्स फ्री पीरियड टाइम टेबल, गेम्स वाइज गेम्स टाइम टेबल, को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज टाइम टेबल, ये सारे के सारे ना। नीड एंड इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ टाइम टेबल, ठीक है, ये नीड एंड इंपॉर्टेंस है। इट इंश्योर्स स्मूथ एंड ऑर्डरली वर्किंग ऑफ द स्कूल, प्रिवेंट्स वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम एंड एनर्जी, करिकुलम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, फोर्थ is student organizations, means you learn the points only, okay, then you can write it, right guys, in this now. Okay, it ensures equitably distributions of a work among teachers, ensures equitably distributions of a time to different subjects and activities। ये देखो यहाँ पे वर्ड यूज हो रहा है इक्विटेबल, राइट, द इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड है ना इक्विटेबल। इक्विटी का हमने किया था, याद करो, इक्विटी एंड इक्वालिटी इन अवर फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर पेपर थर्ड, इक्विटी एंड इक्वालिटीज। इक्विटी लीड्स टू द इक्वालिटी, right? So all are interlinked, okay? Don't, I will tell you, you are a teacher, you are a principal, you should have a library. At least you should give at least 1 hour, 1.5 hour to your study every day. Okay, then automatically, there would be a professional growth. And revisions, in the last lecture, I told you, revision is the grandmother of learning. Okay, you have learned these all things, you know that, but you are not doing the revision. That's why, again, that concept comes and you think that, okay, yeah, this is a new concept, but you have already done it. So guys, don't leave the revisions, make your notes. Okay, learn whatever, notes I'm providing to you. Then, revise these notes also. Okay, learn these notes also. Take part yourself in any of the conferences, any of the seminars. You will learn a lot of things over there. Okay. It helps in adjusting schoolwork according to the needs of the people. It helps in formulation of good habits, helps in school discipline. तो ये सारे के सारे पॉइंट्स हैं टाइम टेबल्स के, राइट? ये डिफरेंट टूल्स ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन है ना, वी हैव डिस्कस, और आपकी एक बुक में भी लिखा हुआ है, उसमें से भी आप कर सकते हैं। व्हाट आर द टूल्स ऑफ इवैल्यूएशंस, ओके, जनरल टूल्स है, आप डिफाइन कर सकते हैं वहां पे, ओके। Seventh questions we do, long questions. What do you mean by continuous and comprehensive evaluation? Explain its objective, need and importance. Right? तो आपको ना, you have to make the heading. What do you mean by continuous and comprehensive evaluations? क्या क्या है? CCE. CCE means refers to the, ये देखो, ये first paragraph, it is a most important. Okay, means if you write this way na, तो examiner basically when it checks your exam na, so from your 2-3 lines, 4-5 lines na, so he will come to know that, okay, what you have written. Do you know that? Because I'm also examiner. When I was in the college, I was assistant professor in the college. Okay, 5-6 years I have taught in the renowned colleges in the Chandigarh, right? So when many of the exams comes to me for the checking, so I know that by writing starting lines, okay, I can guess that what the student has got it, what the student has written in the paper. So, the question is asking about the CCE because this is our exam preparation class, na? That's why I am discussing the strategies with you guys. Okay. अब ये देखो CCE के अंदर ना, once you write this paragraph, so under this one, beautiful, very good, lines I have written. Once you write it, so then the examiner will come to know that he knows all about. Because CCE is continuous and comprehensive evaluation is designed according to it is working on all the 3 domains, cognitive, affective and cognitive domain, right? So once you write that, so then examiner come to know that, okay, all other points would be the okay. Okay. So this is the important. That's why I'm telling you conceptual knowledge is important. Increase, so you can do that. If you are a good in English, then you can stretch the answer. Okay. But conceptual knowledge is also important. Continuous and comprehensive refers to a school-based evaluation which covers all aspects of a school activities. related to child's development. ये देखो, the important point ना, I have underlined guys. ये देखो, do you know that, you know how much time I have given the important lines? Okay, now you can guess that, you know, your whole paper I have made a notes, and after learning your whole paper, the important points I have bolded and underlined for you. Okay, and although I don't have to give the paper, you have to give the paper. Okay, getting, your teacher is working so hard, but you are the student, you have to give the exam. Okay, so at least you should work on that level. Are you getting my point? So there is no shortcut of, within a 2 days you will learn it. So guys, teacher is not a teacher if he is not learner first. You have to become learner every day. What we have to take the all other things. Okay, we are the teacher, we are the principal, we have to make our nation very well. Hana, we are the, torch bearer to the society, right? So basically, this is our aim. We have to work on it. And whatever the resources we have, okay, by applying these all resources, irrespective of they are very, less resources, okay, we have to make, using these resources, we have to make teaching learning process effective, right? So this is the quality of the teacher and principal. So continuous and comprehensive evaluation refer to a school-based evaluation which covers all aspects of a school activities related to the child's development. It emphasizes a twofold objective, such as continuity of evaluation and assessment of a learning outcomes in a comprehensive manner. So इसमें ना 2-3 चीजें आ रही है, 2-3 things are coming. You should know that. Evaluation क्या चीज है, assessment क्या चीज है, ओके, कंटिन्यूस क्या चीज है, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव क्या चीज है, आई हैव एक्सप्लेन वन बाय वन. ओके, तो ये देखो जरा, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इट कवर्स ऑल द डोमेन्स ऑफ लर्निंग, कॉग्निटिव, अफेक्टिव एंड साइकोमोटर. Okay, it treats evaluation as a developmental process. Evaluation in the cognitive domain is associated with evaluations of the cognitive abilities such as knowledge, understanding, and application. Evaluations in the affective domain areas, attributes such as attitude, motive, interest, and other personality traits. Evaluation in the psychomotoric domain involves assessing learning skills to their hands, handwriting, instruction, and projects. So CCE covers all the 3 domains of the student. Okay, so being teacher, being principal, you have to work on all the 3 domains of the student. It means you have to work on overall personality, harmonious personality of the student. What it means? It means you not only work on the academic part, you have to work on the, you have to develop the student socially, emotionally, right, aesthetically, physically, intellectually, spiritually, means overall development. Got it? Because you have to work on 3, all the 3 one, right? तीनों चीजें आ गई ना उसके अंदर, right? So how we can say that student is weak? Tell me, how we can say that? Right? If we are working, honestly, we are working on all the 3 domains, being teacher, being principal, how we can say that, student is weak, our result is weak. There is a need of a, meetings and others. So basically, this is a teaching methodology course, guys. Once you become master in the teaching methodology course, once you gone through the B.Ed or M.Ed, it is a very, very good syllabus designed well. Okay. So, most of the problems that occurs in the educational process, we can solve it. That's why, B.Ed, M.Ed has become mandatory. Nowadays, so CTET has become the mandatory. You know that, na? According to the new education policy, for a teachers, principals, CTET is mandatory. Okay, you can see that new education policy, you can learn by yourself. On a Google karo, new education policy would come. See, there is a page of a 66 pages of the new education policy. On the page number of a 20, please read it. Recruitment of the teachers and principal. It is written over there. The test is mandatory even for the private schools teacher and principal. CTET exam. Right, guys? So इसमें आप you can talk about the National Policy of Education 1986. What it says, he says about the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Then ये देखो meaning of continuous क्या है? Continuous का क्या meaning है? It means, guys, once the student has entered in the class, for example, March or April May, your school starts. Mostly in North, school starts in the month of March or April. Okay. And, in the month of December, they have to give the exam. It does not mean that you have to evaluate the student at the last. You have to evaluate, you have to assess the student continues after a week, after a 10 days. Continues करना है evaluation. ये characteristics of a continuous evaluation है. अब comprehensive means complete comprehensive, means scholastic as well as co-scholastic areas. Okay. Students should be better in academic as well as co-curricular activities. Even I will say extra co-curricular activities. You have to make the student very good in extra co-curricular activities. Because being principal and school teacher, you are dealing with the student of secondary education and senior secondary education. And do you know that these are the most important classes, okay, that decides the career of the student. In 4 साल अगर आपने अच्छा वर्क कर लिया ना, 9th 10th +1 +2, right, then the student would be happy in the rest of his life. Even there should not be problem of any career problem, not any emotionally problem. That's why there is a need of work more and more on the development personality on the student. We being a teacher, we being principals, we have to develop the personality of the student, each and every student, right? So ये देखो comprehensive, continuous means continuously, periodically, and comprehensive means both academically as well as co-curricular activities, okay, as well as extra co-curricular activities. अब ये देखो nature of a continuous and comprehensive evaluation है. अब purpose of a continuous comprehensive evaluation क्या क्या purpose है? ये देखो बड़े important points हैं guys. It reduces stress, anxiety, which often build up among the young students during after the exam. It reduces the dropout. In CCE, greatest focus is given on learning rather than on conducting test and examination. It contributes to the holistic development of a learner. Holistic word आ गया ना? I was using the word harmonious development, complete development. Holistic development भी same ही है. This is a synonym of harmonious development, complete development, holistic development, overall development. This is today's our focus. Aims and objective of CCE, right? ये देखो ये सारी aims and objective सारा define करना है आपको. फिर last में need and importance है ना? Last में था ना need and importance and significance of CCE. ये देखो merits बता दो उसके, ठीक है? Advantages, then what are the disadvantages? Okay. Okay जी. Then 8th question आ गया हमारा. इसके बाद last है questions 9. 8th question is, what are the causes of unrest and indiscipline among the student? Explain in detail. I request to all of you, advise to all of you, okay, learn this paper, okay. Even in the notes, even I have sold the last year paper, and after that, I have given you the additional notes, okay, in detail. You have to learn this. This is the most important. Even this is the informative, okay. You should know that, because this is the main point now, which you have to work. You have to work on it. Why the student is unrest and indiscipline. So ये देखो एक definitions है, डॉक्टर बबीता सिंह है, ये कहते हैं student unrest means the attitude of not being satisfied and its characteristics are unsatisfied, and the feeling of unpleasantness walks out from examination halls, strikes, destructions of furnitures are the significant manifestations of a deep-rooted dissatisfactions among students. ये देखो डे बाय डे ना इट इज इंक्रीजिंग. We say na कि responsibility of the nations on the shoulders of the young hands. Okay, but here the young hands, young students are on the young students, on the shoulder of young students. But here the young students are very unrest, very unpleasant. Who will work on it? Teachers, principals, policy makers, parents, all are involved. Okay, but mostly teachers and parents, right? और उसमें भी teacher और principal are more, because most of the time they stay in schools. अब ये देखो, ये कॉजेज हैं, कॉजेज ही पूछा ना इसने क्वेश्चंस में. ये देखो, कॉजेज ऑफ ए अनरेस्ट एंड इनडिसिप्लिन. ठीक है, एक्सप्लेन इन डिटेल. अब ये सारे कॉजेज हैं. डिफेक्टिव एजुकेशन सिस्टम, हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम ही डिफेक्टिव है. ठीक है ना, दैट्स वाई तो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आई है, राइट? ये देखिए, द प्रेजेंट एजुकेशन सिस्टम डज नॉट fulfill its proposed aims, and nor does it give the student any practical skill which can make them capable of taking up any job after their education. अब देखो, अब इनफैक्ट अभी स्कूलों के अंदर भी व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द टेक्नोलॉजी, हाँ, ओके गाइज, टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज भी स्कूल्स आर वेरी वेरी फार अवे, वेरी बिहाइंड. Today we are talking about the artificial intelligence. Today we are talking about the technopedagogues. तो अभी तक teachers are not fully computer literate. Even whosoever is looking my video, please tell me from all of you how can make a very very beautiful presentation, very effective presentation. Even the PowerPoint as a very basic level. You don't know the powerfulness of PowerPoint. Lot of features have added. In fact, guys, in schools now, they have the older versions. So defective education system hai. As a result, the student do not find themselves capable of. ये थोड़ा word गलत आ गया. For themselves. Passing of examination has become the sole aim of a present education system. बस पास ही करना है, राइट? अब यू भी है ना, अब यू ऑल आर लुकिंग माय लेक्चर, ओके, यू ओनली हैव इन द माइंड कि हमें एमएड पास करनी है, ओके, बट इवन पासिंग के चक्कर में यू हैव मिस्ड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स दैट व्हिच विल हेल्प यू द रेस्ट ऑफ हिज लाइफ. ये कौन है, हु विल टीच यू इन द नेक्स्ट, ओके, फ्रॉम वेयर यू विल गेट दिस. So these are the reasons for unrest and indiscipline among the student, and being teacher, being principal, we have to remove these problems, right? And one step we have already taken by introducing the new education policy. Don't say that the education policy is designed by the Kasturi Rangan, who was the chairman of that policy. Okay, all the teachers, principals, stakeholders are involved in it. They have given their reviews, their opinions. Even I have also given, I have also mailed that during that time when the education policy was formulated. Lack of ideals, effective freedom of right, economic crisis, aimless life and uncertain future, ये सारे के सारे हैं points for the unrest and indiscipline among the students. Economic difficulties, excessive number of students in the class. ये देखो, एक क्लास के अंदर इतने स्टूडेंट्स बैठाए होते हैं, जबकि एनसीटीई, सीबीएसई, आईसीएसई ने बोला है 1:40 की रेशियो होनी चाहिए, राइट? डिफेक्टिव टीचिंग मेथड्स, वही पुराने मेथड से पढ़ा रही हैं, राइट? देन indifference of the family members, suitable teachers, student union, lack of co-curricular creative activities, element of indiscipline, anarchy prevailing in the society. So guys, वो सारे के सारे features you can add under the answer of causes of unrest and indiscipline among students. Okay, ये question always आता होता है, it is very important. The last question is, ninth question is, what do you understand by action research? Explain its meaning, purpose and steps. ये वही है जो हमने लास्ट टाइम किया था एजुकेशनल रिसर्च में. थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ एजुकेशनल रिसर्च. वन इज फंडामेंटल रिसर्च, सेकंड इज वन इज फंडामेंटल, सेकंड ये दिस इज द थर्ड एक्शन रिसर्च. ओके, तो यू नो अंडर द एक्शन रिसर्च हमें हियर वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट इट आवर मीनिंग्स, पर्पस एंड स्टेप्स. तो थ्री थिंग्स वी शुड नो दैट. ओके, एक्शन रिसर्च ही आएगी, वो दोनों नहीं आएंगी. फंडामेंटल रिसर्च और सेकंड रिसर्च जो थी अप्लाइड रिसर्च वो नहीं आना. ओके, इट वुड कम ओनली एक्शन रिसर्च. ओके, वो टाइप्स थी उसकी, थ्री टाइप्स ना. ओके, जस्ट फॉर आई एम रिमाइंडिंग यू दैट कि फंडामेंटल, अप्लाइड और एक्शन रिसर्च हमने जो किया था, तो ये इट टॉक्स अबाउट एक्शन रिसर्च, क्योंकि सिलेबस में इट इज गिवन एक्शन रिसर्च ओनली. तो व्हाट इज एक्शन रिसर्च? बेसिकली एक्शन रिसर्च मींस रिसर्च इन एक्शन. मतलब here na I share one simple example with you. Okay, then the concept would make very easy for you. For example, you are taking class. Okay, one student in the class, I will give you the two examples. Number one example is you are taking the class and student is working on computer. Okay, he is not well with the computer, yeah, particular operating system. Okay, you have given the practical, he is not well. So guys, what you have to do that? You have to go over there. You have to see that what is the problem behind it, why he is not understanding. You have to solve the problem. You have to identify the problem. Okay. Then you have to collect the data. Then you have to work on it. And after that, okay, when you will see that student has got the familiar with that operating system, okay, then your job is done. This is called action research. Second example is that, okay, you are in the class, one student is making noise and, creating a lot of, chaos in the class. So you have to find out, instead of giving the punishment and ignoring that, you have to work on what was the reason why he is not taking interest in the class. Okay, why he is creating the disturbance in the class. You have to find the root cause. You have to work on it, collecting the data. After that, giving the therapy, giving the counseling. Okay, when the student is okay in the class, then your job is done. Then you have to work on it. Anna, seeing that this is action research, basically in a very normal way. Okay, research in actions. ये देखिए, a group of people identify a problem, do something to resolve it, see how successful their efforts were, and if not satisfied, try it again. Okay, uses of action research. Number one, professionalize the work of teachers and thereby increasing its efficiency. Comprehend the teachers or practitioner on work or practices. ये देखो, ये भी important है यहाँ पे. It is not related with the student problem. It is related with the, for example, वो जो student है, I am taking example of the second one example which I have given to you. Student is not taking the interest. Okay, might be guys. Okay, your teaching method is not liked by the teacher, not liked by the student. Got it? So then you have to work on your teaching method. Okay, action research का ये भी meaning है. ये देखो, comprehend the teacher or practitioner on work or practice. Maybe you are not good. So how you will come to know about your teaching? So what you have to do that, you have the 40 students in the class, for example, you make a one performa. Okay, make the 10 questions. Okay, whether I teach well or not. Okay, tell me about my blackboard handwriting. Tell me about my teaching method. Tell me about my behavior. Tell me about my explanation in the class. Tell me about my skill of introducing the lesson. Okay, tell me about my overall behavior in the class. Being teacher, you have to make a 10 questions and give to the student and say the student, you have to tick mark on it or cross on it. And you don't have to write the name. Okay. Because now when you will say the write the name, so the student will come to know, you will come to know that you have to say that you don't have to write the name, you have to tick mark. Then guys, you can work on your part, okay, where you are lacking it. You will come to know that where you have to work it. This is called teachers evaluation performa. Okay. Every time, why you take the every time test of the student? Sometime take the test by yourself in the class. ओके फॉरेन के अंदर ये सारा है, टीचर्स की इवेल्युएशंस होती है वहां पे फॉरेन स्टडीज में, फॉरेन अब्रॉड कंट्रीज में. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर अहेड फ्रॉम इंडिया. ओके, बट नाउ इन इंडिया में दे आर आल्सो प्रोग्रेसिंग. ओके, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी वर्क ऑन इट. एंड यू नो एक्शन रिसर्च का नेक्स्ट है, फाइंड आउट द वेज टू ब्रिंग चेंजेस दैट आर थॉट नेसेसरी टू मेक ऑन टीचिंग और प्रैक्टिस मोर इफेक्टिव. Work or deal with problems identified by the teacher and principals by themselves. ये देखो आ गया ना, teachers and principals themselves. Make the work of teacher and principal more effective. ये देखो, due to the action research. You should take part in the educational research, guys. Okay. You should make some articles, some papers, some even you should generate some scales. Okay, during my PhD, I have written papers, and in fact abhi nowadays bina, whenever I get any conference, I go over there. Okay, even I have made a one scale on the teachers competency, TPAC scale. You can search my scale on the Google. When you write na TPAC by Dr. Lalit, wo aa jayega paper aapka. Okay, it was a Scopus Index Journal. So I'm also making that, in this year, I was just, 3-4 days back, I was thinking that I have to make at least 3-4 more scales in this year. At least this is my target up to the 2025. So being teacher, you should work on it, guys. Only then you can improve your teaching. 8th point is encourages teachers to study and evaluate their own teaching and to think about improvement. And last is effect professional development of the teacher and principal through continuous learning and progressive problem solving. So guys, your all the questions has done. Ye additional notes hai, which is covering your syllabus. Okay, you have to learn it. And if any of the problem you get it, okay, you can tell me. Okay, otherwise I have cleared each and everything. So guys, thank you so much for this, this class, exam preparation class of semester 3, paper 2, specialization course 2, right? We are done with this, and best wishes for your exam. And you all have got the date sheet. You have downloaded from the Kurukshetra University website, and start it. Okay. Up now, what I'm doing that I'm taking your test. Okay. So these are 2 tests which you have to give, okay, only for your improvement. One test is on date 11th, next Sunday, right? Paper 1. Okay, specialization course 1. Already I have discussed, Hana, in detail, that. Already I have given you the notes, right? 11th ko, and on 2nd Sunday, fir 18th hai. Give the paper 3 paper advanced educational research. Okay. Trust me, practice this and it will help you in your final exams. Okay. So next is 11th and after that 18th. Okay. You will get all the messages on my YouTube channel also. Right, guys? So thank you so much for this class. Once again, thanks to all of you.